Intellivision Fibs by Supertrain Station H. Intellivision fans sigh and say, here we go, when discussion comes up about that damn Amico. Toothless vanity project, fueled by avarice and ego, straight from the ambitions of one Tommy Tallarico. Integrity that melts under the slightest heat like snow. Barely completed games that aren't fit to be shown, making podcasters get catty at prototypes that look shabby. Clearly they're full of bugs, dragging the Intellivision brand through the false hype mud. Mattel sure is glad they have no connection to this. Mismanaged brand revival console that's an obvious miss. Based on nostalgia, but classics from the past ain't on the list. Just uninspired replacements that doom the project like Death's Kiss. The Blue Sky Rangers can't scramble their fighters to stop this. There's a long line of partisans ready to blindly defend it. There were promised Tommy interviews and VIP access. But access to what? Access to one man's egotistical smelly butt? Project goals don't get met, but they toss it up to bad luck. Trust us, we're an experienced company. But we're also a startup. Remember our glory days? Well, we're back to delight the nation. But this is our first project, so please people, be patient. Make up your mind, I'm fed up, and the excuses don't add up. Blame coronavirus again? Dang yo, I've heard enough. Analog Pocket came out, I played mine today on the bus. Playdates shipped to gamers, so in panic, we know we can trust. And Evercade Versus hit stores in a blaze. That's the way you make a system for actual vintage games. Tommy wanted nostalgia, and he went all out like you'd expect. 'Cause like in the 70s, Intellivision got beat to shelves by VCS. The new Atari VCS is a joke. Day one it was dead. But at least it tripped over the finish line before Amico could make it out of bed. Building a cult-like following while legitimate interest tapers. No wonder low funds show on investment proposal papers. Point out Amico's problems and you get called a gaming racist. Because saying a video game sucks is the same as genocidal hatred. Tommy can't take hot takes, but says his critics are snowflakes. Politicizing everything makes his game system look lame. Rejects anyone that won't take a seat on his flat ride, while those who stayed on board get their pre-order dough fried. All they had to do was make an Intellivision mini system, make all the vintage games playable on modern televisions, include overlays for replica keypad controllers, and retro gaming fans would keep the money in going. But they had to be big shots with big roller ambitions. But making products people want was never part of their mission. They made a solution to a fake problem about which no one complained, and then accused Nintendo Switch of having sex abuse games. What, really? Hold on? This story's bigger than King Kong. They spent German taxpayer funds on this damn bomb. Foxes are wild beasts, but Finnegan Fox looks tame. And they tried selling people empty boxes with no games. Empty hope with nothing for the gaming public to see. A hustle Nick Wildwood size up and say, no way, you've lost me. They say, look at our games, you want to play this today, we bet. And when the people weren't impressed, they said, it's unfair to judge them yet. Which is it, Tommy? Between reality and his words there's a schism. Every claim breaks apart like light through a bull prism. It's said that Intellivision's main modern exposure is bad drama, broken promises, and lack of composure. I'll play the classic games and defend that weird controller, but sticking up for Amico would be like trying to push a boulder. It would be exhausting and unfun, so why even try? Intellivision lives, but this brand mismanagement needs to die.